Welcome, good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you're listening to another episode of Sunset Selects, the podcast where we give you our picks, whether it's TV shows, movies, books, what else do people enjoy? Music, on the things you should be enjoying in your 5 to 9 after your 9 to 5. That's sunset hour, if you will. My name is Samson, aka Samson XP on the interwebs, and today, as always, I am joined by the ever stylish, whatever that means, Jordan, aka Sir Dr. JM. Good evening to you as we record this, Jordan. How are you doing?
Good evening, sir. I'm doing well, and for all of you audio listeners, you're going to want to check the video on this episode. Then you'll see me panicking as I realize, should I be covering anything up or?
Well, first I want to hook the audience in with exactly that is. I want to say happy Black Friday to all of you. Today we are going through our favorite Black Friday deals. Well, first of all, happy Thanksgiving to our American friends. Shout out. Sure. I hope you're thankful and full from dinner last night. By the time you're listening today, I'm sure you're already not full. Your wallets aren't full because Black Friday has started. But hey, if you haven't bought anything for Black Friday yet, just like Jordan and I, we have curated a bunch of deals for you all across Steam, the eShop, and the PlayStation Store. Is that what it's called? The P Store? PlayStation Store.
Yes, the PlayStation Store. Not the P Store.
Before we dive into our list, I have to tell you that this podcast is sponsored by Grow Up Level Up. It's sponsored by us. We sponsor ourselves because right now we got merch. And this is the big reveal we've been hanging on to do for a couple weeks now. Of course, last week, or I guess 2 weeks ago, we had Cameron French, aka the French Dip design us some new logos and icons and all those things. And, we debated how we're going to do this, but I feel like we're going to slowly reveal each new design that he made for us, starting with our logo. And as the weeks go on, maybe we'll also reveal the sunset. Oh, actually, you should have seen the new Sunset Selects logo at the top of the episode. We'll reveal the new How We Play logo. We will reveal, our new mascot. Nah, that'll be all done today. But what I'm saying is, if you want to rock, grow up, level up, and help us afford more games, you can buy a t-shirt and a hoodie, maybe more than one of both, at growuplevelup.com. And that is a store where you can buy cool things. If you are watching or you're listening on the podcast, come over to YouTube and watch it, because Jordan and I are two sides of the same coin. We got black version of the hoodie and a white version of the hoodie. Jordan, can you describe what the hoodie looks like for our audio listeners?
Well, if you've ever seen a black hoodie, you've never seen one like this before, because this plush black is as black as they get. It's got some nice soft fuzz on the inside, nice black outside with the nice thick drawstrings on this hoodie. I got the hood up right now so you can see it from all angles. And of course, not only do we have the logo embroidered, that's right, not just imposed on this shirt, it is embroidered into the shirt. Not only do we have that front and center on your chest, but video watchers, watch as Samson shows you a little secret about this on his sleeve. That's right. There it is. We may talk more about that later, but if you're an audio listener, you better come check it out, because that's easily my favorite part of the hoodie.
I know. And I love him. I think we should talk about him now.
We can talk about him now if you want to.
Talk about it now. So part of the rebrand that Cameron made us was he made us a little mascot, and we're calling him Sunny because he is a kind of cartoon sun, and he's very cute. And if you buy this hoodie, it comes with a Sunny on every left sleeve.
Every single one.
You grab your hoodie at growuplevelup.com. I got the website here for those who are still watching, for those who didn't lose it.
And the other thing I want to shout out about Sunny is keen observers that will have thought about how to spell his name will realize that it's spelled Sonny because of the SON in Samson's name. Did Samson point that out to me just the other day when I was like, why isn't it SUN? Yes, he did. But I love the meta nature of it. So.
Hell yeah. Well, thank you, Jordan.
I think it's super cool.
I'm glad you enjoy. We like doing fun things here on our video game podcast, so I'm glad that you enjoy that
That's
part
right.
of it. But yeah,
I love
go
it.
to growuplevelup.com, grab your hoodie. Every hoodie you buy, obviously, it gives us a portion, and that helps us not only run this podcast, but afford more games for us to tell you about whether or not you want to buy or not. Now, doing business development is one thing I love doing with Jordan in the middle of the show. And audience, if you think this is a good idea, let us know in the comments. But this thought came across me today. Video games in Canada are pretty expensive, right? They're like
They are.
$100 now. I think I was looking at Kirby Forgotten Land on Switch 2. It's $115. What if we
Wow.
put some sort of special hoodie on the store, Jordan? That
Okay.
was like $200.
Okay.
And if you buy that hoodie, not only do you get an exclusive design, but you buy, Jordan or I, one AAA game,
Whoa.
and you get to pick what it is. And we have to play it.
Okay. AAA game. I mean,
or like whatever.
I'm
so
totally
you're
down for
sponsoring the
that.
show. You get a super exclusive hoodie. Maybe we'll make it gold and sparkly or something. But yeah, you get to kind of be a producer on the show, I guess, more or less. The producer hoodie. Yeah.
That's really cool.
Sure.
I like that idea a lot. I thought you were just going to get people to spend extra money. But if they're buying me a game, then hey, I'm totally down with that.
They're helping produce the show.
That's right.
Producing the show. Before we get too far from this, I also forgot, if hoodies aren't your thing, maybe you live somewhere warm like Brazil.
Wow. Okay. Brazil. That was unexpected.
T-shirts.
Oh no, the camera's cutting it out.
We also have T-shirt versions of the logo, not embroidered, but they are printed a little bigger. No little sunny on the side. I couldn't get them tastefully done, but just a normal T-shirt. And you can get it in white as well. So
I love the T-shirt too. You can see the colors really pop with the T-shirt. So
So consider it. Go to growuplevelup.com if you want to support our fun little project here. And hey, if you ever see someone rocking Grow Up Level Up merch out in the wild, give them a high five. Say you are a fellow. Do we have a fan base name? I feel like we
fellow Sunspot.
Ooh, okay. A fellow Sunny.
Yeah.
Fellow like Sun.
We'll work on it. We'll work on it. You're don't walk up and high five someone and say, hey, you're a fellow sub. They might get the wrong idea.
I said son. Like,
I said
hello,
sub.
son.
Hey, I mean, if they are, of the male identifying type, then they may in fact be a fellow son.
True. So we're getting to the what ifs of that.
That's
but
right.
Thank you for listening through our sponsor segment, which is less of an ad read, more of a fun celebration of where we're at. Thank you again, the French Tip Design, Cameron French, for making us these, or giving us the opportunity to print some cool ass merch. So definitely check it out. If you want to spend your money elsewhere, we understand, because it is Black Friday and stuff is heavily discounted. So we're going to go through a couple sales or a couple games that we will so nicely select for you in this episode of Sunset Selects, and tell you if you should buy it or not. These are games that maybe we have played, maybe we haven't played, or maybe we just want to highlight a really good deal somewhere. Yeah. Which store? Like I said, we're going to go through Steam, eShop, and PlayStation Store. Which store do you want to start with, Jordan?
I think we should start with the Nintendogs.
Ooh, very good, very good.
Hopefully Nintendogs is on sale. That'd be a really good segue if it were.
Well, wouldn't you know? No, unfortunately, it is not. But another eShop game is on sale. I'm stalling for time. I'm trying to get the screen up. All right, I'm pulling this sale from Deku Deals. If you don't know what Deku Deals is, it is a website that conglomerates is not the right word. It curates all the best, all the deals for you, and tells you like what it is in your native currency for today. Because we are Canadian, we're using Canadian dollars. So figure it out, Americans.
Yeah.
First one I want to highlight is Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom. The Is it the
Oh.
newest Zelda game? Did this come out after or before?
Well, technically, the Dynasty
Oh,
Warriors like games have come
true.
out since, but
Well, this is the
core,
second newest one. I think this one came out after Tears of the Kingdom. Doesn't matter, anyways.
yes.
This is a completely different game. Echoes of Wisdom, the game where you play as a little cute Zelda in this cute chibi art style. It is
Mhm.
on sale, like I said, all Canadian dollars, for $59.99, so $60.
Hmm.
Yeah, not the craziest discount, but it is significantly off, and it is something different than a regular Zelda game. Let's see
Yeah.
if I can pull up a video while we yap. Um, in this game, you play as Princess Zelda instead of Link, and like you're saving Link instead of Link saving you. And I think instead of like slashing around with a sword, you're kind of like a mage, and you copy things and use them in creative ways to get around challenges on top of trees. If you're watching the video version here, you can see Zelda doing the Zelda thing and getting around the
That's right.
overworld in creative ways. So this has been on my radar for a while. I don't know if it's low enough for me yet, but I heard this is really good, and it's definitely something that piques my interest.
Right. Yeah, it's one of the ones that I look at on Switch, and I piques my curiosity, as I do believe it could be fun for my wee daughter to play, especially with
Oh, true, true,
Zelda
true.
being the main character. I always like to support female-led protagonists and things like that, because obviously, as everyone knows, we all like to identify in some way with the characters we are playing as.
Mm-hmm. The next deal is from VGP, which is, I believe, an online store, and they are selling Shin Megami Tensei 5 for $15 on the
Wow.
Switch. Shin Megami Tensei 5. I haven't played the series, but it's this from the same team that made Metaphor Refantasio, which
Mhm.
Jordan really enjoyed it last year. So it's kind of like a Persona E game where you kind of capture spooky monsters and they fight, almost like a Pokemon, I guess. But yeah, this is $15 down from $80. So this is also on heavy discount. Have you played this one, Jordan? Or
No, I've never played the Shin Megami Tensei games. I've only played the Persona games, and realistically only 4 and 5. And then, of course, Metaphor Refantasio.
Looks good. It got good reviews, so I want to highlight that one.
Yeah.
The last game I have from the eShop is one game that is a remake of a game that I loved as a kid. Can you guess it?
I'm thinking Nintendo game you loved as a kid remake. What Nintendo is it? Metroid related?
Nah, I didn't really like
Oh
Metroid
darn.
as a
Okay,
kid.
I
It
didn't
was
know.
too scary. I was a little bit of a wuss.
Those
It is
aliens.
Ghost Trick Phantom Detective.
I would not have guessed this in 10,000 years.
Have you heard of this game?
No, never.
Oh, okay. So Ghost Trick, I believe it is from the same creator or developer as Phoenix Wright. If you've
Oh,
heard of
okay.
Phoenix Wright.
I do know Phoenix.
So this game originally came out on the DS, and in this game you play as this, well, if you're watching video, this guy in a red suit with yellow hair. And the premise is that you died at the beginning of the game. You're dead.
That's too bad.
But you found out that you have the ability to possess things and communicate with certain people who are living. So the whole game is it's almost like a murder mystery, but you are the person that was murdered. So you're possessing things, trying to is it Rube Goldberg? Goldbarb?
Goldberg. Rube Goldberg.
Rube Goldberg machine.
There you go.
These levels to get through them and then figure out the mystery. It is a very like text heavy story based game, but I was really happy that they were remaking this. I haven't played the remake yet, but now that it's cheap again, I don't know. Should I play this game again? I had a lot of fun with it as a kid because the story is really cool. Okay.
The interesting thing for me is that this pick that you have pulled is actually directly on the Nintendo eShop website. It's not from I don't even know what to call those other sites. Like I know you said
reseller,
a curator, but a reseller, yeah, because that's essentially what they're doing. They're I think selling you a license for the game. And not to say anything against them because they are legitimate in a lot of ways, but there's I think a level of comfort buying from the shop proper for the platform,
True. Yeah,
and
maybe
that's
I
a
will.
heck of a
Maybe I will.
deal.
It's yeah, $13 Canadian for Ghost Trick Phantom Detective is really good. It's like it does get tricky on certain levels. Maybe I was a dumb kid, but I remember using a guide. But there's no harm in that. Like just use a guide to get through those levels to get to the story because the story is quite good. I think it is one of the first murder mystery things that I
That's cool.
enjoyed and
Yeah.
yeah, Knives Out season, new one coming out soon. So get into
Yeah,
the spirit of it.
I saw the review dropped on outlets
Oh
just the
snap!
other day. I'm
Oh
excited
snap!
to watch. So
Same. Well, that's pretty much it. Those are my picks for the eShop. Why don't we move from one end of the console spectrum to the other?
all right, the grown up adult end of the console spectrum.
Sure. Now,
Yeah,
do you have the
I'm
ability
just kidding.
to share screen or?
I have the ability. Did I close all my tabs? Yes.
Okay, I will as you yap, I will reverse engineer your deals.
if you
Let's
if
do that.
you Google PlayStation Store Black Friday sale Canada, you will find it very easily.
Okay.
That is essentially all I did. Um,
All right, I'm ready.
while you do that, I'm going to yap on about some of these. Now, the thing is, of course, as pretty well every company does nowadays, PlayStation puts out their annual Black Friday sale, generally the week of Black Friday. Usually starts a little before, ends a little after. So I believe all of these details that I'm about to highlight will end technically December 2nd. That is this coming Tuesday. But it might be like midnight on the 1st, technically. So by the time you check on Tuesday, you might have missed out. So if you're going to jump on these deals, jump on them now. Get them while they're hot, so to speak. But the nice thing is, if you do miss out on Black Friday deals, of course, the holiday season is right around the corner, and they will no doubt have a holiday sale as well. So, without further ado, let's get into it. What I did basically, I went to the store on the PlayStation Store. I went to the Black Friday sale, and then I actually sorted by release date, new to old, because I wanted to mostly focus on games that came out this year. Because, of course, generally speaking, those games are going to be the most expensive, but also in a lot of ways, sort of the most present of mind as we are approaching, Game of the Year season. Game Awards are coming up in a couple of weeks. Lots of people are probably hoping to dive into some of those big nominees. And that is a great segue to start talking about our first deal here, which is Claire Obscure Expedition 33. Of course, an already quote unquote budget friendly game. Regular price, I believe, $66.99, and is on sale on the PlayStation Store for 20% off right now. That's $53.99. Now, obviously, not an incredible amount of savings. Save you, whatever that is, $13. But I think for all intents and purposes, this is a game that many, many, many people are shouting from the rooftops saying this is Game of the Year. It is also, I think, I can't remember if it was the most nominated game for the Game Awards categories this year. However, I seem to recall it was nominated for 12 different categories. I hope I got that number right. So
Something like that.
by all means, you talk to almost anyone in the industry, and they are going to sing at least some praises about this game. I personally have not yet touched it. This sale is tempting to me. I really do feel a pull to it. The only challenge for me, of course, being, do I want another RPG that's going to take me? I think I'd looked at the How Long to Beat, and it says roughly like 30 hours. But like Silk Song was roughly 30 hours, and I spent 100 hours in that game.
Oh no.
So I really hesitate to get another game like that I'm going to take that long to get through. So I haven't picked it up yet. But Samson, I believe you played it at the beginning of the year, didn't you?
I did. Yeah, it came out around was it March, I think, close to
I
my
think it's
birthday.
February, March, yeah.
And I I'll be honest, I haven't finished the game yet, and that
Mhm.
is more so that there's other things pulling me aside, life things and game
Mhm.
things pulling me aside. So I'm about halfway through,
Oh, you
and
are?
yeah, I've
Okay.
stopped about halfway through, and I really enjoy every second of this game every time I played. It's like that there's some RPG things that I'm not the biggest fans of, like a
Mhm.
giant wall of menus that you have to put
Mm.
little, like, I want this ability, and then you're identifying what thing synchronizes with what thing.
Right.
That is, but I will say though, like, I don't think that impacts the game too much, because
Mm.
I think each character, we're getting to a little bit of a review here, I guess. Each character kind of has their own style, and you like kind
Right.
of build your team around the styles, and it works that way.
Mhm.
But I'm only about halfway through.
Okay.
I really want to try to finish it by the end of the year, by our game of the year, whatever that's going to look like.
Mhm. Mhm.
Maybe we're collaborating with somebody for game of the
Woohoo!
year. I don't know yet. I do want to finish this game. I just got to find
Right.
time, but I can already see this game being
Okay.
game of the year. Like, I
Okay.
don't think I've played another game this year that has been better than Claire Obscure.
Let me introduce you to a little game called Hollow Knight Silksong.
I have played that one. I'm just bad. I'm just bad.
It's hey, look, I never claimed to be good with my 100 hours. A lot of that time is spent bashing my head against the wall. So,
Yeah,
anyways,
sweating.
that's right. That's right.
But yeah, this is actually great. That they're making it slightly cheaper
Yeah.
to get it into the hands of more people.
Yeah.
Because I do think that this game is gonna. It's I don't even know. I don't know if legendary is the right word, but people are going to be talking about this one for a long time.
Yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah,
Mhm.
lots of hullabaloo and celebration around that game right now, and in the next couple of weeks, only more to come as Game Awards drop, and then of course all the different outlets will no doubt release their Game of the Year and everything like that too,
Mhm.
and it's going to be highly awarded this season, I believe. So
Mhm.
moving on from there, another 2025 game. Now, this
Ooh.
one, I don't believe either of us have actually played. I don't know if you have any history with the series. I do not. It is a sequel, and it is, of course, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Now, the reason I put
Oh.
this one on the list is because this one is actually a pretty decent savings. This one on the PlayStation Store right now is 40% off, down from $93.49 to $56.09. That is bringing Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 within $3 of Claire Obscure, the price that we just talked about. And
The
this
dollar
is,
per goatee.
that's right. This is another
Ratio.
Game of the Year contender. I believe it was Game Awards nominated for your goatee as well.
Yeah.
And anyone who gives this game a shot really says this game has the stuff. I think its proliferation in the gamer sphere is a little lesser than Claire Obscure. Whether that's because it's a sequel or because of the kind of setting of it, I think it kind of presents itself as a little less unique than Claire Obscure. I think Claire Obscure kind of one of the main draws to it is a very unique setting, art style, and characters, whereas this is very much a fantasy type game,
Mhm.
Arthurian fantasy, as they say. But by all means, anyone who touches this game raves about it and the depth in it. And I believe it's actually like technically historical fiction, which I did not realize, but I believe it takes place in Prague. And there's some
Oh.
like historical characters that actually show up. Of course, again,
Oh.
highlight, underline, bold, fiction, still fiction, historical fiction, just like Assassin's Creed. Anyways,
Yeah.
but yeah, this is one that given all the time in the world, I'd play Claire Obscure first, but this is a good deal, and I would definitely want to dive into Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
Mhm.
Do you have any
Mhm.
thoughts or feelings on Kingdom Come?
Had a couple of friends who are more into the deep RPG kind of
Mm-hmm.
thing really get into this,
Mm-hmm.
and really enjoy it. I'm not like a deep RPG guy, of course. Like Claire Obscure is kind of my limit. But it was pretty. Yeah, I don't know why I'm bashing RPGs. They're great. But no, I only hear good things about this. From what I watch, actually, this is a weird poll, but my takeaway is, I love how, and it's not really showing up on the
Oh yeah, I don't think they
on the
have the
screenshots
video
here.
player there.
But the UI in this game looks really cool. It's like
Oh, okay.
skeuomorphic. Do you remember when
Right.
there's a time where everything was skeuomorphic? This game's whole
Mhm.
UI is skeuomorphic, and I'm like, oh, that's a really great artistic choice that not many games do. Even Call of Duty's like, here's a box, this is your gun. Like
Right.
in this game, your health bar is like a rusty screw thing with a screw in it that slowly goes up and down. It's
Right.
pretty cool. Yeah, this game is very much like a immersive fantasy in that sense. So I
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah, pick it up. Good pick.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. And that one honestly really jumped out at me because of the price, right? I know Claire Obscure, you know, any deal's a deal. But in terms of 20% off of, $65, not nearly as much as 40% off, almost 100, right? So that one is just a really solid deal. Now, once again, we're going to stick with the theme here, and we're going to head on over. We're going to change gears just a little bit, but we are going to head on over to a game that I don't know if I fully understood this was actually the title of the game. Death Stranding 2 On the Beach. I don't think I really clocked that On the Beach was the actual subtitle of this game. Were you aware of this? Am I
think
crazy
so.
here?
I just thought it was kind of goofy. But the whole game is kind of goofy, right?
I really, really, really just thought that people were I don't know, just talking about that it was on the beach every time they talked about this game or something like that. Anyways, game's on sale 29% off, down from $89.99, that's $90, to $63.89. So all of these are kind of coming down to the same range.
Yeah.
And realistically, this is where, games used to be regular priced when, maybe we were growing up a generation or two ago on the console and everything. So another Game of the Year contender, of course. I do believe this was nominated for Game Awards Game of the Year. The production behind it, and of course the legendary lead developer or head of studio
Hideo Kojima
is behind this game. And obviously a storied production behind the Death Stranding series, with it being his first production after leaving Konami, where he, of course, started and lived his life creating the Metal Gear franchise. So, anyways, another one that this one's probably. I feel like this one's more of a gamer's game. Where Claire Obscure has kind of the artsy thing going for it. Kingdom Come has kind of the fantasy thing going for it. You look at Death Stranding, and it doesn't necessarily fit into a particular genre. It doesn't necessarily strike me as something that a rando on the street is going to see a picture of and go, I want to play that, even if they recognize the lead as Norman Reedus. This is a game where if you are into games, you know about Death Stranding, you may want to play Death Stranding, and here's your chance. So
that's a really good price for a game that came out like 4 months ago. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Did
you played the first? Did you not?
I got about a third of the way through it. And things pulled me away. I don't really like looking up stories as well, so I don't really know how it ends. So I do have to play the first one first. But I love the world of it. I think it's very cool. And I love the idea of it where it's just simply get to point A to B and then stuff is in the way. Like I love I was talking about last week. I love simple games that have or simple concepts that have a lot of depth. Easy to learn, hard to master, and Death Stranding definitely fits in there. But it is a very slow game that you have to sink hours into each day to get through. Right. So that's kind of why I haven't gone through it. But I love everything about it. I do want to play it one day. Comes to PC. Want to get a PS5 again. Black Friday sales on PS5s,
there you go. That's one thing I didn't look up. I stuck to software, but I actually, if I'm not mistaken, I know in the States, I believe PS5s were on Black Friday sales, bringing their price down to what the PS5 was originally priced at. Because, of course, the PS5's price went up because of the tariffs. And so this big sale is, hey, now you can get a PS5 for the regular price, basically.
That's very sad.
Which is totally pathetic. And honestly, really disappointing. But anyways.
We're taking a quick detour to Costco to see what they're selling PS5.
You're going to check for it? Okay. Well, you check for it. I'll just ramble about another one or two.
Sure.
until you find that. Now, I'll pivot back to the fantasy style thing and shout out another one that I seriously considered getting, and that is the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered. Regular $66.99, down 33% to $44.88. Of course,
Oh.
this one is priced in that $66.99 range because it is technically a remake of a 2005 or 2006 game, maybe. Of course, predating Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim. But I had a lot of fun with the original Oblivion on PC, actually, a rare PC game that I played. The only reason I haven't picked this up is because I'm not sure how much of my enjoyment came from hitting that little tilde key and entering phrases like God mode and being able to just one tap enemies, or you target someone, then you hit that tilde and then you write kill and they just fall over dead. So
the beauty of PC gaming.
I definitely cheated a lot in this game, and I'm unsure if that was a big part of my enjoyment, but the remaster looks incredible. And for all intents and purposes, everyone says that it plays just like the game used to, with all the jank and all the craziness. So
same friends who like Kingdom Come really enjoyed Oblivion this year. They got two fantasy RPGs in 1 year. Come on, man.
Right. Do you have any history with Elder Scrolls or Oblivion specifically?
Not Oblivion. That was a little before my time. I think I was a little too young. Just like literally by like 2 years or whatever between 4 and 5. I really got into Skyrim.
Okay.
Lined up one of the first. Actually, on a Black Friday, I remember lining up with my buddy, and we were at the Best Buy with like our parents, and they're like bought us. Well, we bought it through them. The PS4. PS3 and Skyrim. And I think it was one of the rare games that I sunk like 100 something hours into.
Nice.
Just like messing around, trying to drive the horse up the mountain. And then I don't even think I ever beat Skyrim, because so much of it was just like sitting with my brothers and my friends, and we're just like exploring, and then we'd be like very underleveled for things. The skeletons were like, I think we were like too scared to fight skeletons. When I was growing up, my mom didn't like skeletons, so we ended up not really liking skeletons. So we never, I think they were like a big part of the game. So we never beat Skyrim, but yeah. In terms of mods, though, I think like later down the line on PC, we did a lot of the modding stuff. Yeah. With the tilde and whatever.
Nice. Downloaded that Shrek mod or the Thomas the Tank Engine, so all the dragons became Thomas. The Tank
Thomas
Engine,
one. The Thomas one.
Cool. That's fun.
It's a good deal. I'm actually shocked at how many of these like the games that came out this year are on sale for not just like the 10-15. Maybe I'm just too Nintendo pilled these days and nothing's ever on sale. So I'm like, oh, this is great.
Well,
for you guys.
If that shocks you, let me bring up possibly the biggest discount I found on the site here. I do have one that I want to talk about after this, but you'll see why in a second here. The one I want to talk about now, actually, now that I think about it, sticking in the vein of the fantasy genre, however, a little different. And by a little, I mean kind of a lot, but lots of skeletons. Doom, the Dark Ages Premium Edition is 50% off, down from $128.99 to a more reasonable $64.49. This is not just the regular standard edition of Doom the Dark Ages. This is the actual premium edition, which comes with bonuses like a campaign add-on, a digital art book and soundtrack, and the Divinity skin pack. So realistically, I mean, the regular game, it says right there, is actually on sale as well. Oh no, that's the add-on. Okay, never mind. So this is the game plus an campaign add-on, basically, for a pretty solid price. Doom the Dark Ages proper is
not on sale.
Exactly, and is priced at $89.99. So this is a way better deal. So if you even think about getting Doom, pick up the premium edition now, because that's a solid as heck deal. And I think Doom the Dark Ages kind of flew a little under the radar this year. I think it really, like, I don't feel like there was a lot of chatter about it when it came out, but when it was unveiled, of course, I think a lot of people were pretty excited for it with what was the one that came out before it? Because there was Doom 2016, Doom
Eternal.
Eternal. I think
I liked Eternal. Yeah.
I think generally people liked Eternal, but not quite as much as Doom 28. Was it 2018? 2016 maybe?
2016. I think it was that
16.
long ago.
I think
Really?
you're right.
I heard
Yeah.
people liked Eternal more. I liked Eternal more.
Oh,
Once
okay.
again, one of the games I didn't finish. But
Fair enough.
yeah, I just thought Eternal had more interesting setting.
I gotcha. Well, I
Yeah.
think I really felt like Dark Ages kind of was a refreshing sort of take on Doom. Kind of, kept the metal but reinvented the genre sort of thing, with a lot of the style and the setting and everything. But ultimately, I felt like it kind of came and went. And I mean, this year was stacked for games, absolutely crazy in terms of AAA, not even just AAA, in terms of just bangers that people really connected with. So I do think that a lot of people probably missed out on Doom the Dark Ages, possibly because they were still playing Clair Obscur, or maybe they were playing Split Fiction. Maybe they were playing, I don't think Elder Scrolls Oblivion Remastered was out yet. But there were a few bigger games that came out earlier in the year. This one dropped the day after my birthday on May 15th. And so I think a lot of people probably missed out on this one, but this one is a killer deal. So
yeah, great deals on the PlayStation Store. What the heck?
That's right. That's right. Now, do you have anything you want to share about Doom? Any history?
No. I think it's the coolest game you can buy out of this, out of the few we've listed so far, just because you feel like a badass.
That's fair.
In terms of Doom the Dark Ages, this also piqued my interest when it came out, but yeah, for whatever reason, didn't get around to it. A lot of people moved on pretty fast from it, but this, honestly, it might be one of those, like, there's a movie that comes out and it was good, not amazing, but then over time, once people get around to it, look back fondly, or like more people actually get to play it, it gets remembered fondly. This might be in that camp because the setting is, well, I don't know if it's completely unique, because this is like the third medieval game that you highlighted today. But it's a hell-driven medieval theme, and there's nothing really like it on the market, where it's like a first-person action adventure, like stuff looks crazy kind of game. Not too many like gory as heck power fantasy games out there anymore. So
true. Well, enough about Doom. Let's talk about let's take this back, I guess forward in time from the Dark Ages. I want you to share your screen, and I'm going to tell you how to navigate here, please.
Okay.
I want you to go to the PlayStation Store Black Friday sale, just like the page for it. If you just click on PlayStation Store in the top left there, I'll bet you there's a big old thing that says Black Friday. Yep.
Black Friday.
Click Save Now to the right there. There we go. Now scroll down a bit. Click on Best Sellers on the left there, the big badge. Perfect. Now over on the right, switch that sort option, and we're going to go best selling. No, wait, we're going to go release date new to old. Sorry. There it is. Okay. Now we're going to scroll on down and scroll. Stop right there. Scroll up a little bit. What we're looking at here is the PlayStation Store page, where it's showing us all these deals, as you just heard, sorted by new to old. And on this page, we see not one, not two, not 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 entries in the Train Sim World 6 series. Can you go to the next page, please? Scroll down a bit and click on 2. And here's a full nother page of Train Sim World 6.
Thomas and Friends.
A Thomas and Friends expansion pack, a West Coast mainline pack, a Thames Link BR Classic. Go to the next page, page 3, please. That's right. There's a couple more on this page, too. For some reason, EA Sports FC hops in there between the final 2 Train Sim World 6 expansion packs. But I wanted to highlight Train Sim World 6 for all you Train Sim World 6 fans out there, because it has almost 2 full pages dedicated to it, and everything is on sale for Train Sim World 6. So if you're a Train Sim World 6 fan, get on the PlayStation and buy all of these, because I'm sure who makes this game. I'm looking at the page, looking for a developer. I don't see anything. Dovetail Games. I'm sure Dovetail Games would love your support.
That's awesome. Yeah, what the heck?
That's right.
I think it's like all the DLCs, all the different DLCs.
I think you're right.
Friends is wild.
I know, pretty cool stuff there. I'm
I'm sure
excited to see Thomas.
the dads with the toddler kids are
Fair
like
enough.
perfect. It's more expensive too, DLC. What the heck?
Yeah.
Cool.
I gotta pay for Thomas. So,
what's your history with Train Sim World 6?
anyways, I've no history with Train Sim World 6. I just was shocked and awed when I saw how many Train Sim World 6 expansions were out there. So, and they're all on sale apparently for Black Friday. So I was pleased to see that. But
that is amazing. I want
That's
to loop
right.
it down. Or sorry, are those all the games that you want to highlight?
those are all the games I wanted to highlight on the PlayStation Store. I'll throw a couple shout outs here just to sneak these in. Of course, these games available on platforms everywhere. But don't forget about the free to play games. They might not be on sale, but they're always on sale because they're free to play. I'm talking Overwatch 2. I'm talking Fortnite. Of course, both games that are putting out tons of content right now. Overwatch 2, if you haven't jumped in recently, you should jump in. There's a ton of new stuff in there that you probably aren't familiar with. And of course, Fortnite has their big Simpsons event going on right now. I believe it's just wrapping up, actually. But it was dang cool. So if you just want a free game to play, pick up one of those guys.
Excellent.
Not that Fortnite needs me to sell or advocate for them.
Yeah,
but
small indie game Fortnite.
That's right. That's right.
I want to bring it back to, we're seeing if there were any PS5 deals, and there are. You can buy I believe the PS5 Slim digital console bundle with a Midnight Black DualSense controller from the old Costco.ca for $515. That's pretty hefty deal. It's $155 off of the $669 price. So if you're looking for a PS5, that is a really fair price for one.
Yeah.
I do miss my PS5 being on TV, but I think I'm going to get that Steam box. I'm going to get that Steam box.
Yeah, when it comes out for $1,000 trillion.
Honestly, yeah. Maybe all my games are already on there, man.
I know. I mean, look, my big thing with it is, there's all these rumors about price and everything, and whatever. Someone asked Valve, "Is it going to be priced like a console?" And they said, "What does that mean?" And he said, "Around $500." And Valve went, "Huh?" The only thing I can say about that is they literally in their promo announcement video said this thing is as powerful as 6 Steam Decks. 6 of them. Does that mean it's going to cost as much as a Steam Deck? No. Does that mean it's going to cost as much as 2 Steam Decks? Possibly. 3? Maybe. 6? I don't know. Probably not, because that would be exorbitant. That'd be like $10,000. But anyway,
they better massage my feet too while I play.
That's right. That's right. I think it's going to be quite pricey, but to be determined.
We'll see. Until then, this is a great segue into Steam. Thank you, Jordan.
You're welcome.
I want to highlight the last few deals we have, and I want to pull in from our friends over at Vancouver Game Expo, which I will talk a little bit more about later. They are running a sale right now on Steam called Games from Vancouver Steam Sale. Now, I posted about this a couple days ago, and this sale runs, by the time listening to this, on the 28th until the 30th, so till Sunday. So get in there. But this sale is run by Vancouver Game Expo, which is an organization highlighting Vancouver game developers, and Blackbird Interactive, which is a game studio here in Vancouver. And they're running a sale on Steam. So get in there. There's some cool art. I actually really like this
I do
wallpaper.
Too.
I kind of want to get that on my thing.
I assume all these games are created and developed in Vancouver, primarily based out of Vancouver?
Yes, I believe every game on here is made in Vancouver. So there's a lot in here. I'm obviously not going to go through all of them, but I will highlight the few that I like. Vancouver and / like things that the surrounding regions.
Yeah, makes sense.
First one, speaking of big sales, Jordan, you can get this game called Not an Aim Trainer, which I believe is like a cute adventure where instead of training for Valorant or whatever, you're clicking on other balls and lights and stuff. It's called Not an Aim Trainer. You can buy this game on sale for 77 cents.
Wow.
like a cough.
That's nuts. Yeah.
I haven't played this game yet, but very positive. Came out about a year ago. And it seems like it's a game where it's first person and you're just clicking things really fast. Kind of like if you ever played Valorant or like Overwatch and you want to get better, you do these muscle memory
Aim
kind of
trainers.
aim trainers. Yeah, but interesting choice to call it not an aim trainer
Hmm.
and have this, I guess, almost like storybook story.
Hmm.
I'm interested in checking this out. It's got some aesthetics to it. And 77 cents, like,
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Next
Now,
game. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I mean, up here in Canada, like we don't have the penny, which I think the US just got rid of as well, actually. But
Mm-hmm.
regardless, 77 cents, like, do they round it up or down? Like, can I just pay 75 cents instead? I'd like to get a little extra discount here.
Unfortunately, with digital currency,
Oh,
I
darn.
think we got to pay the 2 cents,
Ah,
and then there's tax as well. But
too bad.
the next game I want to share is a classic on my end. Peglin. Love Peglin. This game I have like 100 something hours in, just
Aha.
just poking around. It is a pachinko roguelite. So you drop a ball down this little map of pegs, trying to rack up scores or points or whatever to deal damage to enemies as you're a little goblin, little peglin, going through all the levels. So very, very cute game. It's very simple. You can play it with one hand, and that's why there is I have so many hours in it because I play this game while like watching TV kind of thing. And I think it's like completed now. I think they're done working
Right.
on it because there hasn't been an update in a while. Um, so yeah, pick up Peglin for how much is this? $17. Made by Red Nexus Studios, and they are going to be at the event I'm going to be on Saturday. So
Oh, nice.
I don't know what I'll do. I'll just be like, thank you for making one of my favorite games of all time.
Yeah, fair enough.
Maybe I'll play some Peglin tonight.
You brought up Peglin a few
Yeah,
shows
you tell
back
me how
now.
many times I've talked about Peglin.
You have brought it up a number of times, but you mentioned it not too long ago, and that's how I discovered that it has a free version on mobile, and I downloaded it and I play it every now and then. So,
What do you think so far? Give me your
I also love
thoughts.
Peggle like. I loved Peggle. Um, the big thing with Peglin is that given the RPG layers on top of it, it does require some reading occasionally. And
Sure.
generally speaking, I don't care to read too much while I'm playing my Peggle. So I just am firing the balls and seeing what happens. But
Nice.
you can play it either way. So I love it.
Fair enough. Yes, Peglin.
Yeah.
Very, very fun.
Mm-hmm.
My last two picks is two games I've actually played before, and this is kind of a full circle moment. The first one is Davigo,
Oh, I
which
remember you
I
talking about this.
played. Yeah, at the last Game Expo, I think it was on a different name, like Twitch Vancouver
Mm-hmm.
meetup about a year ago. And this one is a PvP game where one person plays as a giant floating head with hands in a VR headset, and the other person is playing like third person on a
Mm-hmm.
PC as the smaller guy. Super cool, kind of Attack on Titan-y, where you're going in, running in, and you're one person's trying to dodge and dip and duck, and the other one's doing 360s with their hammers and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty cool. It's on sale. I know it's been out for a while, but it is on sale for $21.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a VR headset and you have a PC, play it with your friend.
Yeah, this is a
This
cool one.
one's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Last game on my list is another game I highlighted last year, and I believe it's fully out now.
Oh,
It is Dot Defense. I wonder if there's a little live stream right now. Dot Defense is a game I played at the Twitch Vancouver meetup again. Yes, it released in April.
nice.
And this is kind of like a RTS, a real-time strategy game. And I believe it is completely playable with a controller. So that's one thing that they were working on is that I actually gave feedback on. I think I played it on controller. They asked me what I felt, and I think my input was like, I think in the multiplayer, your cursor gets lost in the mix. So I don't know if they remedy that. I haven't played the full version yet, or whatever. Is this early access? Oh no, it's fully out. But definitely check it out. 974, made by Rattle Axe Games. Other than the control scheme and the genre, it's got a very funny, humorous, kind of like a what's that other army game? Advance Wars, kind of like that kind of aesthetic, but it's got the humor of like something like over the top, like a not Ren and Stimpy, but like that over the top American humor. So also definitely something if you're into that, check it out. Dot Defense. RTS you can play for controller. Not many of those out there. There's PvP as well, so you can play for your buddies on screen. Oh, I remember what the other cool feature of this is. I think there's like 4-player matches that all happen on the same screen, and you and the 3 other people are all doing RTS stuff at the same time. So kind of like StarCraft, but you can see each other and you're playing on a controller on the couch kind of thing.
Yeah.
Very ambitious.
Chaos.
I have to definitely try that out.
Cool.
Those are all the games I have on my Black Friday list. I hope we
very nice
put you onto something on this list. Jordan, do you have any other things you want to highlight? Or
no, I think
your wallet's empty.
It's kind of my wallet's certainly empty, but that's not because of buying too many games. It's just life. No, I think we covered a lot of stuff there. I gotta figure out this whole PC gaming thing. You know, there's a lot of good games over there, a lot of good deals. So
now, let me pull in from my back pocket, from the top rope. I got one more deal for you, Jordan. Give me a second. Please ramble about something.
Oh my gosh,
something silly.
Well,
just for a second.
As we were talking about before, of course the Steam box was announced, and we didn't dig too much into that. I don't believe we did an episode on that or anything. However, I too am very much looking forward to it and very curious about it. Oh, look at this!
Speaking of the Steam box,
Steam
Deck on sale right now, $3.99 Canadian.
Okay,
you know, it's PC gaming. It's the cheapest model, LCD screen, 256 gigs. But like, if you're only playing indie games, like.
Now, hold on.
It's fine.
These things aren't 1080p? I did not realize that.
No, only 800. Even the OLED models, yeah.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
If you're just playing the odd casual PC game once in a while, like the Peglin, like you don't need an OLED screen to play Well, I take that back. You do need an OLED
it would
screen
look
to play
great,
Peglin.
but regardless, it still looks good on an LCD, I'm sure.
Yeah. So $3.99, 20% off. That's $100 off. You know,
that's true.
If you want to get into PC gaming, you don't want to buy a whole hunkin' PC just to play games on. You want something portable that can also plug into the TV.
And I do like a controller, so.
Yep. Very customizable. Consider it.
I might have to think about this.
Yeah, Steam Deck, $3.99. I don't know if it's the lowest price it's ever been. I think there's been like refurbished sales.
Oh, sure.
But
yeah, of course.
But they're all kind of around that $3.99. Thing. And I know everyone's like waiting on the edge of their seat for the Steam box and Steam Deck 2. But if you want something right now, like a PC option, there's nothing that can beat a Steam Deck for sure.
That's it. Honestly, Steam Deck has always intrigued me as well, especially just I
shouldn't have done that. Don't add it to the cart.
Especially as I've kind of honestly gotten more and more comfortable with playing games while doing something else. You know, I got my PlayStation Portal, and like a big part of playing Hollow Knight for so many hours was, hey, we're going to watch a show on the TV and I'm actually going to play a game while I do that, right?
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah. The one thing I will say is I could not beat a boss to save my life in handheld mode. I did need that on the big screen. Although I think there was one or two that I did actually do on my, on my Portal. Anyways, point is, I'm getting more and more into it. So I might be coming around on the Steam Deck, honestly.
Okay. And
I'm also going to check Facebook Marketplace in my area and see what I can find. So,
yeah, use the argument. Hey, you know, it's like a good new one for 400. Can you go any lower?
Exactly.
Love that for you. Join us on the dark side.
Mhm.
I heard they got some of them PlayStation games on the Steam now too.
They do indeed, although I do have a PlayStation 5, so.
Yeah, it's probably better on there anyways. Yeah, well, that brings us to the end of our Black Friday list. Not tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow. By the time you're listening to this, I am going to the. I should have prepped this link before, but now you are going to have to wait 1 second as I click through my page. I'm going to the Vancouver Game Expo, which
Ooh.
is an event happening in, obviously, Vancouver, Yale Town, if you know where that is. And it is going to be a, what do you call it? A one-day expo for all ages, featuring our vibrant local video game scene. Play game demos, peruse vendors, mingle with fellow gamers. This is put on by a couple folks. Clara, Maddie, who I kind of know works at Brace Yourself Games, and another person. And they're organizing this meetup expo get-together. I'm excited. It'll be fun. So there's games, things to play, things to do. There's an after party, which I'll definitely stay and attend for. So I'll be there. I think I'll try to put up a video about it as soon as possible after the event, or we will talk about it on the podcast the next week about the games I played and all that. Or maybe we'll do both. We'll see.
Ooh.
We'll see.
Okay.
But yeah, if you are listening to this and you are in the Vancouver area and you want to be part of this community, this local game community, come out. I'll be there. I'll be wearing this hoodie actually. So if you see me, come say hi.
Good idea.
And yeah, play some cool game demos. I really had a fun time reconnecting with folks I haven't seen in a long time, meeting new folks, obviously, and just seeing what's on the ground floor in this beautiful city of Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada.
Very nice.
Yeah. One last thing I want to bring up, Jordan. I want to get your input on this.
Get my input, please.
I want to award the folks that have made it this far into the episode. And I didn't tease this in the beginning because, one, I forgot, but two, better late than never.
Okay.
I want to give the folks who are still listening a discount on the merch if they choose to buy it. So, Jordan, I want you to choose what the discount code is.
I see. Okay. Do you want me to tell you it right now?
Yeah, tell it to me. I'll set it up by this episode going live.
Okay.
And then audiences can go to growuplevel.com and buy a shirt, a hoodie, whatever they want with this discount code. How much it will be? Probably
TBD.
TBD. You'll see. Enter the code and you'll find out.
Exactly.
I have to do math. I'm not good at doing math on the spot,
Fair enough. Okay. Yeah. I have a code for you, and I mean, do you want the code to be themed? Like, should it be about the show?
Sure.
Do you care?
It's whatever you want. It's whatever you want.
Since you don't care, I will tell a story about this code, and it will be the code we use. And if we want to use it in the future, great. There's lore to it. And if not, we will use a different code. But
I like it. I'm into it.
When, as avid watchers of the show will know, that I wear a decent amount of filthy casual stuff. And when I say that, I mean, I have at least 2 hats that I've worn on the show. I actually have 3. One of them is old and kind of fallen apart, so I don't wear it anymore. But I also have a bunch of their t-shirts, and usually I am wearing something thicker, so your bigger hoodie, whatever. So you don't see the t-shirt. Anyways, point is, once upon a time, they used to come to the Calgary Comic Expo, which is the largest comic and entertainment expo in Western Canada. They would go there. They would have a booth, and I got to know them a little bit. Of course, they are originally Edmonton-based. And I actually went one year intent on buying a specific shirt. And when we got there, they didn't have it. And I just happened to mention to my wife, who's there with me, I said, they don't have the shirt that I want, but I think I'll get this other one. And one of the 2 sort of founders, the guys that started Filthy Casual, said to me, obviously, you are a fan because you came in knowing what you wanted. Why don't you order it from the website, and I will give you a code that I just gave to another guy who said basically the same thing. You already know what you want, so I'm going to give you a code so you can get the same discount that we're selling these for, because they were selling them at a discounted price in person. That code was Fern Guy, FERNGUY, because I guess the guy before me had walked up and he was holding a fern of some sort.
I love that. Fern Guy is the code.
Right.
FERNGUY. Use it on growuplevel.com to get a discount on our merch. What discount is? You'll have to use it to find out.
That's
so
right.
Thank you so much for watching our Black Friday deals episode of Grow Up Level Up. If you want to follow along on our shenanigans, such as my adventures on Saturday, follow us on Grow Up Level Up on Instagram, X, TikTok, mostly Instagram. I think I like Instagram the most.
I hate X.
Yeah,
Sorry,
we don't use that
but
much.
yes.
Use Fern Guy on growuplevel.com to buy our new snazzy merch to get a discount. Thank you for supporting our show. My name is Samson, aka Samson XP on all the socials. You'll find me on Instagram and everything as well. As well as on Saturday at the Vancouver Game Expo happening at Yaletown. Get your tickets online. Just Google Vancouver Game Expo. Jordan, where can people find you?
You can find me all over the internet and all social medias at Sir Dr. JM. That's at Sir DRJM. Hit me up on the PlayStation Network and on Steam at Sir Dr. JM.
Very nice, very nice. And once again, make sure to go follow us on Grow Up Level Up on all the socials and growuplevelup.com. We haven't done this in a while, Jordan, so I wanted to ask you, what are your wise words to close out the show?
You know what? I thought about this ahead of time, and I'm flipping it on you. I want to know something you're thankful for this American Thanksgiving.
Yeah, American Thanksgiving. Okay, something I'm thankful for in an American way, kind of.
Sure.
I am thankful. I'll be honest. This is kind of on topic, kind of not on topic.
Okay.
But I'm thankful for Wi-Fi. I think it's great that we can go on the internet wherever we want and keep us connected. So I'm thankful for Wi-Fi. Fast Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi is pretty great. Even slow Wi-Fi better than no Wi-Fi. So
true, yeah.
But it does frustrate you. No Wi-Fi is like, I don't have Wi-Fi, but slow Wi-Fi does suck. So never mind. I take it back. Fast Wi-Fi.
Slow Wi-Fi is like, should I do
it.
this? Should I not do this? No Wi-Fi is like, I'll just go do something else. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
Can I ask you what you're Americanly thankful for?
You can, and I'm actually gonna mute my mic for this. This is gonna be a perfect outro. I'm thankful for Grow Up Level